What are you getting from the term a strict keyword? Yeah, a strict. Sorry. What are you getting from the term strict? Any
Strict
idea?
mode, sir. Strict mode.
Yeah, means it's telling with the help of name itself, be getting that strictly follow something. Correct? Like suppose something we have to do, then we are telling that strictly you have to go to college. Means strictly you have to attend the exam. So like that itself, we are telling that strictly. So what is the use of this one? Just look over this. So use a strict. Define that JavaScript code should be executed in a strict mode. Okay, strictly we are telling that to execute the code. Now the use strict directives. What is directive? Let it to be. Later we will see this. So the use a strict directive was new in the ECMAScript version 5. So it came in the ES5. It is not a statement, but a literal expression ignored by the earlier version of JavaScript. The purpose of use a strict is to indicate that the code should be executed in a strict mode. Okay. So next, with the strict mode, you cannot what? For example, be under be undeclared variable. For example, use undeclared variable means if you doing and use a strict, if you using a strict mode, in that case, if you are not declaring variable, that will not work. Then what is the means of variable declaration? How we are declaring variable? Tell me.
Variable
Yeah.
declaration name, variable
Okay.
name
Name,
and value.
value. Fine. So we are passing that something like a name and value, like something there. So this is the variable declaration and initialization, both activity done here. Correct? But what means variable declaration and which is initialization? So if we return var name, what is this one? This is declaration. Correct? And this one providing that value, that become initialization. So this completely is known as the variable declaration and initialization. See, please just speak, then only you will get idea. So this become
Yes,
variable declaration and initialization. Fine. But what is in the case of use strict, what it is telling, if you will undeclared, correct? For example, use undeclared variable means if a variable not declared, in the sense this, let's remove this var, it will work or not? Will get output
yes,
or
sir.
not?
Yes,
Yes,
It
sir.
sir.
will work. So let's see name, name value. Let's try that whether it's working or not. There is that live server. We already wasted half an hour. Yes. Okay, so we get the output, Mohan. Fine. Means if we are writing that, means without the declaration, that time also it's working in the normal case. But in the strict mode, it will not work. So how we are writing that? Let's see. It will come in the next. So regarding that supporting version. So use a strict, it will support everywhere, maybe some browser. So the number in the table specify the first browser version, but fully supports the directives. Okay, you can use a strict mode in all your program. It help you write cleaner code, like preventing you from using undeclared variable. When we will go in Angular also same thing is there, a strict, a static, I think, or a strict itself. Yeah, so there also it's like that. If you not declare the variable, you have to compulsory declare that. Otherwise, you will get error. So it came in the, it is just like a string. So IE9. What is this IE9? Will, yeah. IE9. This is a browser, Internet Explorer. Okay. This will throw the error even if you does not understand it. Means in the, you can tell that in Internet Explorer this will be not work, this will not support. So now how to declare the under strict mode? This is a small topic, but it's very useful, you can tell that, because Mostly in the when you're using framework or library, you are using this one. So a strict mode is declared by adding the use strict keyword. This one we have to add where to the beginning of a script or a function. When we start writing the code, that time we have to write this one strict. So declaring at the beginning of the script, if you writing at the beginning level, it become the global scope. What is the means of global?
Everywhere accessible.
everywhere and
Yeah, so everywhere. Suppose here we had written one variable, let a. Fine. Here we written one variable, let a. Is both is it will give error or it will work fine?
It's
What
give error, sir.
it give error? Okay, fine. Line number 8. What is this one? Local or global?
Global, sir.
local.
Global, because
Yes,
out
sir.
of function.
Yes, sir.
What about this one? Line number 10.
It's
Local or
local.
global? Local, because
Local.
the scoped. And second thing regarding the error. So what when it is available outside, okay, and when we again inside the local, and this variable a having the scope only up to this one, correct? So
Yes,
I
sir.
think it will not give error. Let's see. I not thinking it will not give error because the scope. Let's write Mohan. Sohan, Sohan. Let's go with the console. Let's write a. Let's write a. So now see what we had done. We had written a Mohan, and inside that
Sir,
Sohan.
sir.
Yeah.
Line number 10 also give Mohan sir value.
Then what is the difference? Okay. Later we will. First let's check error. Then we will come on that. So what happened? We got Mohan in both case. Line number. Check the line number. 1 second. Yeah. So line number is 4. Where is line number 4? Let's comment this one. I not want that one. So line number 30 given, 13 given Mohan. Where is line number 13? 13 is outside. But what happened? This function. Why not given anything?
Because we didn't call the function.
Yeah, that is the thing. This thing also no one know. Oh my God, what is happening? Now Sohan came. Where is the error? Error is not there. Now Samir, you told replace this with the help of Mohan or Sohan, whatever.
Okay, no, sir. No need to do
No need,
that.
because this is a string. Inside whatever you pass, that's not the matter. Correct? So we will not get error. Why? Because it having local scope and it having global scope. That is the case. Fine. So we will not get any error. Where is that? Okay. Next. So how to use strict means if we are telling use strict, so how to do that? So let's see. So first we have to write the use strict and then we have to start writing the variable. So what we will do? We will first comment this line and pass this. So we had written use strict and here we had written x equal to something. Let's say console.log and x. Fine. Let's save and check what we getting error. Why this page not loaded? Yeah. What happened? X is not defined. Fine. But remove this use strict. Now save. What happened? We
We
got the
get
value.
output.
Why? Because we
We
telling
didn't
that,
assign.
yeah, we telling that strict that x should be this one. Correct? So now we got the error because x is not defined. Any issue? So what is the benefit of this one? With the help of this, you telling that you have to define this. Means define in the means define in the sense declare. So what we will do? We will write let var const anything, and now it will work because now it get declared. So whenever if you telling that data type should be proper, everything should be proper. So you can declare like this way. You have to declare, then only we can use that. If I will write here int, will it work? No.
No, sir.
In one program I had seen like this type they had written.
Int.
Yeah, somewhere they had written like that. In Java it will work. No, here also it will not. Okay, so we are considering Java side. Okay, so what we had done, we had used a strict. Now write this same line of code inside the try and catch. First, how to write?
Try
Try.
parenthesis,
Second, sir.
Parenthesis.
curly
Okay,
braces.
we will write manually.
Yes.
Catch, pass here
Pa-
parenthesis because the condition is there available.
Yes.
And now, so who will take the code which have to execute, which is correct? Try one,
Try, sir.
correct? So pass inside this try. And who will take the error? So error will take error one, catch one. So pass here error. Okay. And console.log. What?
ERR.
ERR.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's search, check now. A strict is not there, we not get any error. Now a strict is there, we got happen. Oh, sorry. We had a declare, then why we will get error? Now, who is giving answer? Use a strict.
Sir, remove user strict. Then it will come error.
Which one you telling? This one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then it will come error.
Yes, sir. Now you are run.
Now it will not give error because the X is already available. So why we will get error? Pass here. 1 second.
Run.
Yeah.
सुबह सुबह क्या हुआ?
क्या हो गया? Yeah, now error came. See. So.
Sir, but why within a scope? Why it's not working?
No. Within a scope is not the matter. Matter you have to use this strict. So
Globally.
inside the means globally or a scope, that's not the matter. But matter is where you writing. So this we have to write outside the try block. Now we are getting the error. Okay. And now cut this line and pass inside the try one. Let's see. So now it not working. Means now it's not following this strict one. Got it? Means if the strict means let should be declared, then only it have to give error or not, like that. But here it's not. Means strict we have to write outside of the try block, then only we will get. Correct? We have to write this outside. But now, okay. So with the help of this, we got the error. Error is coming means all. What are the property error have? What are the property error have? Yesterday we had seen error containing two properties.
Message, sir. Error.
Yeah. So error dot
message.
message. Let's see, search this one. So X is not defined. And one more property is there, error having. What is that? Name. Let's save. So which type of error is this one? Reference error. Because the reference of X, let is not there, or like that, a declaration issue. So error having two property. Okay, error is your object, and that error object having two property, that's a message or name. So like this way we can get that try and catch. Now comment this line. 1 second. Okay, now we will go with inside next statement. You will get with the function. So use a strict. How we write? We had seen, and why we was writing. If we not declared, that's why we are writing. So is it compulsory to write let where const or not?
Yeah, sir. It's compulsory.
It's compulsory. Otherwise, if you not declaring, then it will consider like where. That's why we have to declare that whether let where or const anything. Then only, because when you're doing the programming and when you have like more number of module, or means when you have to write more line of code, that time it become the complicated. It become the, that's you can tell that that's not correct. Okay, so you have to declare everything, try and catch block, and a strict this will automatically come. That's not an issue. So try and catch, declaring of variable, this all things we have to follow. Don't think that without try catch it will work. That's not an issue, but you have to write that, because user want proper information. User don't know that some reference error or this, what user will understand in this case. X is not defined. User don't know this much. Okay, so we have to give proper information. So next, use a strict. My function is there, some function is there. Let's check with the function one. So this was with try catch. Okay, and now come with the function. So remove this one. Now see what we had done. We had written my function, and inside my function, what we had declared? We had declared one function. So what are you thinking? We will get output or not? Let's do console. Console is y. Okay, tell me, we will get output or error?
Yes, sir, we'll get out.
We will get output. Let's see. Why we getting output? It's given 3.14. Why we got output? Because strict mode is not there. Correct. But now, and one thing, by is not declared. So we have to get output in the case of a strict mode. So let's uncomment the strict and now see. We got error because we had not declared the y, and by declaration should be required. So let's declare that. Let y. Now save. We not get output. So is it clear? When we declaring that, and if we not declaring, we getting the error. Now write this try and catch inside the function. How we will write? Sorry, this function now convert in the form of try and catch. How we will write that?
Sir, line number 28, make one enter. Press
Just
enter.
1 second. Let me comment this section. Okay, where are you telling?
Line number 39, sir. Make one in.
Try and catch.
Line number 40.
Line
Press.
number 40.
Press.
Here you telling. Okay, fine.
सर लाइन नंबर 41 के बाद सर इंटर मारिए.
अरे तो तुम 40 बोल रहे हो तो हाँ.
Okay, try it.
Here we have to write try.
Yes.
Here. Next. Let's say, see, always how you have to write. First make a format of try and catch outside. Okay. After that place the code. Otherwise you will get confused. CATCH. Make the format outside first. Format got ready, and I know that in the catch block error will come. So error, and here we will write console.log and ERR dot MESSAGE message. We want the message, and we want the name also. Means reference, whatever error it's giving. So let's say make that also error dot name. Now error message came, means whatever it will come. That's fine. Now where the code should be execute. So code should be execute inside the try block.
Right.
Correct. So now cut the code. Which one you telling to cut and paste? Line number
49 to 54.
means this complete line. Okay, let's see whether it's working or not. Now save. Remove this strict mode and now save. So what happened? We got the output, but this is not the correct way of writing the try and catch inside the function. We got the output, that's fine, but it's not the correct way. So how we have to write? Why we are writing try and catch? We are writing try and catch to check, to handle the error. If any error will come, to handle that one. So don't write like this way. Okay, you have to write try and catch inside the function. Means inside the function, whatever logic is there, put inside the try and catch. Do like that. So let's go back in the previous step, whatever we was. Yeah. So where is the function? So function logic is this two line. Correct. So do one thing. First take the try and catch and pass inside this. let it to be that strict, not an issue. Later we will see. We already seen that. Now we are practicing for try and catch. So let's. So what we written? We had written try and catch the complete sample here, and after that the code should be executed inside the try logic. So cut this line and paste inside the try. Now see what we had written, and now check that whether it's working or not. So it's working fine. It's not an issue. Now check the use strict mode also. Is it working? So let's see. So yeah, that's also working. Then what we had done actually in this case. So see, from here our function is starting. This function complete is the function block. Inside this block we had started the try and catch. This itself we had done, and the logic whatever we trying we had done inside the try and catch. Clear?
Sir, one thing also use in
Yeah.
calling the function in try inside try.
Okay. Now tell me one thing. If you're calling the function and putting inside the try, will it give error? This try means this function. Error you will get in the logic part, correct? Logical case. Because in this line 45 and 46 we had written the logic, correct? So
Yes.
here you will get error. And why we are using try and catch? It's not like that it's looking good, that's why we had used it. No,
Okay, sir.
we had used that because we trying to handle the error when the application is running, and whatever error it will give we want to handle. So that's why all the logic we had kept inside, correct?
Yes, sir.
Got it? So
Yes,
always
sir.
in the case of function, we will write try and catch like this way. Suppose that you have to make one function to printing number from 1 to 10. How you will do? Fast. I want quick response. Yeah. So print the number from 1 to 10. How to do that?
Sir,
Okay, sir.
using
We'll
for
use
loop.
a for loop.
Do one thing. Before that, just make the structure of a try.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Try. Catch, parenthesis, error, console,
Pass that error.
error, yes, console, error,
Not like it.
okay,
Fine. Now come
okay,
to the logical part. So logical part we will write inside the try, but don't write like this. Make inside, make one function and then make that. So cut this completely. Make one function. Function. What we going to do? Print number. Correct. And pass inside this one. Try and catch. Correct. And call the function outside. Any doubt up to this? Tell me.
no, sir, for me, no doubt, sir.
What about others? If you
No
have
doubt,
doubt,
sir.
you can. No problem. Okay. So we had kept try and catch inside that. Now tell me where we will start writing logic.
Okay,
So we have
sir,
to write
So
inside the
inside
try.
try.
yes, yes,
Now we start.
okay, declare the value, let,
Yeah.
let
Let,
number equal to,
One,
don't tell
eight,
number. Number equal to
eight,
what? 10. Okay.
10,
Okay, fine. Next.
for loop, for loop, let I equal to 0, no, 1, so you'll take 1, let
I equals to 1, sir.
1,
Sir, I
so
let
I equal to 1,
1 second. Let I
I
equal
equal
to
to
1.
1,
Yeah.
semicolon,
I less than
I
equals to
less
number
than num dot length.
equals to
No, sir, num dot length, sir.
Okay. Pass equal to up to 10. We will go.
num
Num dot.
dot length.
Length.
I
Sir,
plus.
There is the 1 second. That is a num. Yeah.
yes.
But length is not coming.
Why, sir?
Let it to be. Later we will see. This already we had told 10. Then why we will going in length? A string. This is not a string. Then how you will get? In number that's length property is not. Yeah, number not having length property. Go with a string. Then it will get that. Num dot length. See, it came. Because length property having means a string having length and array having length, not with the number. Got it? Next,
I plus plus.
I
I
plus
plus. What we will do now? Console.
Console.
And what we will print here?
I.
I. Fine.
I
Now we had written everything.
शेयर का
For
सिस्टम
loop.
लो
Sir, can inside can be there.
Say lul. Yeah.
Console. Line number 56.
Console, sir. Semicolon.
Inside,
Yeah.
inside middle bracket.
Oh, parenthesis is required here. Correct.
Yes.
Is this no?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's check what we getting. So it printed number from 10. Fine. I not want to. Okay. I want a number up to means from 1 to 100.
So sir, do one thing. Line number 55. Make it instead of 10, you have to make it 100, sir.
Yes.
Make variable.
100, sir. Write it 100. 8.
Want to make a hard coded value. Make variable. Now tell me. I make one variable from where the value will pass. Pass from the function call. Correct
Yes,
or not?
Yes, sir.
Mir, are you getting confused?
सर मेरे को ना बिल्कुल नहीं सर.
तो डाटा कर देंगे.
Yeah.
ये सब छोटा छोटा चीज में कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा तो बड़ा चीज कैसे कीजिएगा.
So now print. We got the value up to 100. Correct? What we had done? We had done the simple thing. But now use a strict. And now check that. Sorry. How to use a strict? Use. Why we commented? Use. It's not giving suggestion. No, suggestion is not there. Okay, use a strict working fine. Let's remove this. Let's save. Number is num is not defined because we had used the strict mode. Got it? So num is not defined because we had not declared the num property. So let's define let. Clear? Now we have to print the number from 1 to 10, means 1 to 100, not using any loop.
सही है.
तो
सही जा रहे हैं.
तो बच्चा वाला खेल तो सब खेलते हैं.
हाँ तो फॉर विच के लिए जाएंगे लो और क्या.
No, not loop.
Okay.
While loop means what? Do, while, for each, for
Iteration.
loop.
Sir,
Yeah.
then take one variable, write 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 100.
सर, नचा रहे हैं सर ना.
Yes, yes. Print number from 1 to 100 or whatever. 1 to n.
विदाउट लूप किसे लिख सकते हैं हम?
Yeah, I also
Type
want to know.
करेंगे. Sir, I know type करेंगे. Up to 100.
सर
अच्छा.
या सर मतलब कि आज कुछ नया इजाद करने वाले हैं हम लोग, देखने वाले हैं.
ना पहले टॉपिक कंप्लीट करना है, कुछ नहीं करना है. तुम लोग के
उसके
चक्कर
बाद
में टॉपिक भी नहीं जाएगा.
नहीं, मेरे को लगा कुछ नया इजाद करने वाले हैं हम लोग, देखने वाले हैं आज.
देखने का जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि देखने के लिए यहाँ रखा हुआ है प्रोग्राम. प्रिंट नंबर फ्रॉम 1 to 10 विदाउट यूजिंग लूप एंड विद यूजिंग लूप. ओके, क्वेश्चन यहाँ रखा हुआ है. गॉट इट? इट इज नोन एज रिकर्जन. हैड यू लिसन द वर्ड रिकर्जन?
सर बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक है ये.
समझ में आया?
बहुत
ये
जगह मतलब पूछा जाता है इंटरव्यू में.
नॉट बहुत जगह, सब जगह. अगर आप इंटरव्यू जा रहे हो, रिकर्जन टॉपिक 100%.
ओके एन.
Okay, so let's say go next. We will come on that. Okay, so I think everyone got that idea how we will declare the strict mode. Anyone having any issue? How we
सर
will declare the strict? Yeah.
without a strict we are doing better code. Then why we will go for a strict, sir? In which
No.
scenario will go for a strict?
Yeah, if we telling that means if you use the strict globally, okay, After that, if anybody is writing program without using, means without providing that declaration let where const, you will get error. Because if be writing x equal to 5, x equal to 2 or anything, it will also work. If be writing let x equal to 5, this will also work. Correct. Now remove this one and take this one. What is difference in both line? Is any difference?
Nothing.
Line number 70, if we not provided anything like a declaration, then it taking by default where. Correct.
Yes.
And if we providing where, then it's already be told that where, and the where it will means what are the property where have? Where have property of redeclaring. We can reuse, we can reassign all property, means we can't tell that if you are where you will be silent, not like that.
Means in
Means
where no any restriction.
yeah, there is no restriction. That's why we had moved with which one? Let and const, because restriction was there. In the case of let and const, you can't redeclare, reassign the value, something property is there. That's why. So if there is no any restriction, suppose today you had done where a equal to some variable you had assigned, and in the upcoming letter somebody had written same variable name, okay, and he had assigned another value. Now you can imagine what happened. Your upper code get broken because on the top you had taken a equal to x equal to 2. Correct. And in the upcoming after 500 line of code, you had taken where x equal to 5, means where the x2 was required, you will not get that output. The code got break. Correct
Got
or
it.
not?
Got it. Got it.
So we will go with the use. That's why we always preparing. No need to use strict, but you have to declare always like let where const. You have to declare. That is the main thing. If you not declaring, suppose by mistake you forget, that's why write that sentence there. Clear? Or anyone having doubt?
Got
So
it, sir.
you can go with this one. Okay. Next, declaring the strict mode. We had already seen that use a strict at the beginning of the script or a function. So here we had seen, okay, this already covered. Where we gone? Yeah. So why this? Use a strict, because we not want using the variable without declaring it. It is not allowed. We already covered all the things. Okay. Now nothing is there. Let's see different example. Objects are variable too. Objects also we are telling variable because we are declaring like let stu data equal to this type. Correct or not? We are writing like this way or not? Object. So here name and colon Mohan. There is the colon. We are writing like this way, key and value pair. So in this case, this is the object, but this object, who going to refer this object? This variable going to refer. Correct. So we can tell that that object is also a variable type. Means with the in this case, so variable, so object become variable. So in this case also we will use the strict, means wherever you seen that let where const is required, you have to write that. Suppose array, how we are writing array? Let data equal to array. We are writing like this way or not? So we can tell that array is also a variable type. We are keeping that with the variable. So here also we can use that a strict mode. Got it? So deleting function is not allowed. Okay. So what is this? Use a strict. This will cause error. Delete x. What is this function? First time I seeing this. Delete x. Something is, some function is there. It will, what it will do actually then? Let's take an x, fine, and x we had called or deleting. Okay, it will delete the function. Let's see. But how we will check? Console.log and pass here x. Let's see. It's showing line number 78. It's showing that output. It to be. That's these all things. So if I think some keyword is there, delete. This we will not means it not going to access that when we using the strict mode. It's not an issue. Duplicate parameter name is also not used because that become the reassigning type. Mute Samir, mute. Octal numeric literals is not allowed. अरे, लगता है समीर सुबह सुबह इडली डोसा बनाने लग जाता है. Next, octal. Octal will be also character or not allowed. So something is there which is not writing to read property not allowed. Means something is there which is not allowed. Means it going to restrictly follow that this you have to do. There are different examples. That's it. Then what is the this keyword is a function behave directly in the strict mode. We will study this keyword. Let it to be. It's not an issue. So watch out, the use strict directly is only recognized at the beginning of a script or a function. So use strict where we have to write, we have to use only on the top. So it will it will be accessible for the complete program itself. So a strict keyword completed. This was this I have to complete yesterday itself.
Sir, when you are going for object, sir.
Sir, one time write in strict and all case handle this thing.
Yeah. We not have to worry regarding that anything. It will automatically handle all the things. Clear? In Angular, actually by default, no need to write that also strict. Automatic by default that is available.
Yes, sir. These things I seen in .NET, sir.
Yeah, means many programming already having this. This keyword classes. This keyword.
Sir, what about object?
Object is third after this.
Okay.
I giving you 2 minutes and you have to think the logic of this line. Print number from 1 to n without using the loop. I will tell you the something. It will use that if condition. It will use if condition. Just take the paper and pen. I start writing the program for this one without using loop, not with the loop. With loop already we had seen. Try to write. I giving 2 minutes. I coming back within 2 minutes. I want from each member. Okay, please.
सीधा कहिए ना आपको कहीं जाना है चलिए टास्क कर मिस्टर ललन अरे वो ललन भैया
hello, hope I think everybody written.
सर नहीं बना.
नहीं बना? How to write? Actually, I don't know. That is the thing.
Sir.
Yeah.